Kaite and Tyler. Guys, I want you to check out my new song, my new album. I've been begging for these people. I've been begging for Kaite and Tyler. The new album is called. So guys, today I'm going to tell you I miss Kaite and Tyler, and I would like to see Kaite and Tyler. I would like to go to the school to be able to talk to them and interact with them and chat with Kaite and Tyler. Now, what I am saying, though, is that not only do I have to go to the school to talk to Kaite and Tyler, but I could talk to Kaite and Tyler right here, or I could talk to them outside the school. Now, what's going to happen if I'm not at Kessler anymore and I miss Kaite and Tyler? Henry wants to see Kaite and Tyler. I will now give you some reasons why I want to see Kaite and Tyler. It's because I miss the people that I'm not getting the chance to see those people. Whereas if I miss April, Emmanuel, Kaite and Tyler, and all those people, such as Shanika, I have all those people's stored in my memory files. Those are stored in the brain files those are stored in my brain's memory. That's what I said. Those are stored in the memory files in my brain. It's kept in the memory center of my brain. The storage center. I would say hard drive or something. But I'm here to tell you today is that I'm uncomfortable being on Dewey with my dad, and I would like to spend time with Kaite and Tyler. I got to keep my channel friendly, no cursing. I would like to spend time with Kaite and Tyler. It's okay to be on Dewey Avenue only when it is the weekend. Only when it is the weekend. It is not okay to be left on Dewey Avenue when Charlie has to go to school and when Mr. Rip has to go home, because Mr. Rip is going to go home. The weekend is ending. The weekend is over. It's not the weekend anymore. Charlie and Giovanni has to go to school. I'm wondering, Kaite and Tyler, if you are watching this television broadcast, if you are watching this on television, I would like to come see you. This is not something I have joked about. I did not joke about this. I want to see Kaite and Tyler because even though in my life, you don't know what might happen if that person came to me at my house on Dewey Avenue. If that person would come to my house and they would do that because they love me and I want to see them, so they would come to my house. And even if they got a life, even if they have their own life, they come to me. They come to me automatically when I'm behaving. That's what Daddy means by behave. Kaite and Tyler comes to me when I'm behaving. That's what my father thinks. But my dad really done a ton of corporal punishment and child abuse. It's never okay for him to put his hands on his son. I don't care if the child is using made-up words or using words that doesn't make sense or does not know the words to his rap song. Every time he tries to write a rap song, he does not know how to spell a word, or he makes up words, or he says the words wrong, or he does bad nonsense words, or when you give him homework, he writes an incorrect sentence and nobody helps him. You are still not allowed to hit your child. I got to keep on telling you that. That is child abusive. You can go to jail. You're right, a dad can go to jail. But it's right that parents can discipline their child, can discipline their children. But what I need to stop is I want him to stop using corporal punishment and go back to restraints that doesn't involve punishing? What happened to the restraints that was not that was like the non-punishment restraints? Something that's not punishment, because restraints are not punishment. I do not need to get punished, because even when I'm getting disciplined, even when I'm not getting child abused, even when I'm not getting abused, it still hurts. Even if I am an adult, you're still not allowed to put your hands on an adult, because an adult is an adult, and if they want to do, and if an adult, and if my dad asks, and if I ask my dad if I would like to, if I can do questions with him, that's just final. This is a part of the kid's safety. He is not allowed to put his hands on an adult. That's a part of kids' safety. That is why they're not going to play hip-hop at Wegmans, because they don't play hip-hop at Wegmans. They only play hip-hop at corner stores, like at malls or something. They don't play hip-hop at Wegmans. They don't play hip-hop in grocery stores. They only play hip-hop at corner stores. They play hip-hop in corner stores, but they don't play hip-hop in grocery stores. Wegmans is a place where you're supposed to be positive and be calm, because there are iguopsters and iguanas at Wegmans. There are corner stores, and those stores play hip-hop on their speakers, on their radios. I think maybe we should go to the corner stores and check out the music that they're playing, because I believe they play hip-hop at a corner store. They play rap music at a corner store. We should go to a corner store then. That's a great idea. Later on, I could probably ask my dad if I could go to a corner store so I could check that out, so I could check out the music that they're playing, then ask if they could take me to go see Kaite and Tyler. Or if I know how to walk to a corner store, I know the best thing I can do. I can walk to a corner store. Like there's one down the street that way. I can go there by myself, because sometimes my dad doesn't want to do it, because I might get addicted to their music. I might get addicted to the speakers in the store. But they play hip hop at a grocery. No, not. But they play hip hop at a corner store. They do not play hip hop at Wegmans. They do not play hip hop at Walmart. They play hip hop at a corner store. They do. But what if that rap music had cursing? Let's find out. It's a radio station. Radio stations do not play curse music. Radio stations do not play songs with curse words, because in that store, their audio system or their radio or in a corner store, their speaker it's programmed. It's programmed on a radio. It's programmed on a radio station. So I really believe it's a radio station that's putting on music at the store. It's a radio station. It's run by a radio station. The store is ran by a radio station. The corner stores are ran by a radio station. So if they play cursing, maybe it's not a radio station. It's probably something else. If they play cursing at a if they play hip hop music at a corner store, and it has curse words, they bleep it out. It's bleeped out because it's a radio station. And you hear music on the radio. And stores have radios. What do they have on the ceiling? Speakers. What are speakers? Speakers are a radio to a store. Speakers are like, the speakers are the store's radio. A store has radios on the ceiling. Those are speakers. Speakers to a store are radios. And they're for the conference too. So like I said, if you go to Wegmans, they're not really going to be playing hip hop. But if you go to, like, I could be lying, maybe they might play cursing at a corner store, or they might play something else, or they might play it to where it's uncensored and kids shouldn't hear it. If they play cursing at a store, ignore it and just think about your brain as a computer. Because it's okay for other people to be upset, but think of your brain as a mechanical computer. Because if you are a mechanical computer, or if I am a mechanical computer, then I don't need to be hearing all that cursing. But I want to see Kaite and Tyler, because Kaite and Tyler will not ever go to corner stores unless if they need to buy something. Or they're just sitting listening to hip hop at a corner store, knowing why and how they might say a bad word. I know the bad word. Don't curse in a kid's show. I couldn't tell you the bad words, but they're bleeped out. Even if you go to a grocery store, like somewhere at a mall, this is what I think. Unless if they're playing it on big speakers that have a loud volume, unless if it's a big speaker, they probably might curse. Like, I've been there when I was with my mom, and it's the Katy Perry IT song. No, it's the Katy Perry ET song. It's a Katy Perry song that's about ET. And they had Kanye West featured in that song, and then they played it at the mall when me and my mom were shopping, and it did curse. It wasn't censored. So yeah, they play cursing at stores sometimes. But if you want somebody to play hip hop at Wegmans for you, the only way to have hip hop played at Wegmans is you have to send an email to Wegmans. You have to send an email to Wegmans. You have to email Wegmans. Or if you want Wegmans, if you want them to play your own songs on their radio, if you want Wegmans to play your own songs, you have to email, be like, hey Wegmans, are you the manager here? Can you play one of my songs in this store? And if the manager says no, you have to accept it. I know what I do want them to play at the store. I want them to play my favorite song. I want them to play even a good song. And I know what I mean. A very incredible song. I got a very incredible song. Sometimes I would be like, hey, Wegmans manager, can you play anything that computes is not a computer? So that someone can go into Wegmans and listen to it. So I've been working on trying to get that on the radio. I've been working on trying to get my song, anything that computes, on the radio. But I'm not a conductor. No, we are not playing that. We are not playing that at a store. I don't know why I made that song. I don't know why I created that song. I do not like that song because computers and machines have conductors. That's something we will not play at the store. I do not like the song I'm Not a Conductor. I don't know why I created the song. I probably created it because I was upset that my dad restrained me as a punishment, not for safety, but as a punishment, even though punishments are meant to keep you safe too. But I don't want to hear that I'm not a conductor trash. I want to hear anything that computes is not a computer. I don't want to hear that I'm not a conductor when people are shopping. Don't nobody want to hear that. Okay, guys, if the song is I'm not a conductor, we are not going to put it on the radio, but we'll for sure distribute it to YouTube Music, or we'll put it on XM radio, satellite radio, because there's a lot of ways you can say whatever you want without getting caught. We'll put it on XM radio. How does that sound? But we'll not put it on FM radio because I'm Not a Conductor is a lie and it's a trash song that nobody wants anymore. We don't use CDs. Nobody uses CDs anymore because we can look up our music on the internet. We can stream our music. We can stream music videos now. We can watch music videos now on YouTube because nobody watches TV anymore. Like even if you put your music on MTV, nobody is gonna watch it. But what I do know is that this video wasn't about that. I probably got off topic. I only did this episode or television program to let you know that I miss Kaite and Tyler and I want to get my relationship back so I can see Kaite and Tyler some more often. Meaning I want to go to Channel 8 every day if I do get a volunteer program at the Kessler. I want to be able to go to Channel 8 whenever I want. And I want to be the one to plan an outing. Then we can make all of our students happy and healthy, because it's healthy to go to Channel 8 when you want to. It's not about being programmed. That's why I came out with this I'm Not a Conductor song. But we're not playing it at Wegmans, and I tell you what, you play that at the mall, it's a wrap. We ain't doing that. We're not playing I'm Not a Conductor at a mall. What, are you kidding me? Don't play that at a mall. People are shopping. You could play hip hop. You could play East Geek, the songs that Uncle Rip listens to, even if it has bad words. But other than that, we don't need to be listening to anything with swearing at all. Especially if it's censored in a grocery store. The corner store. We're not playing I'm Not a Conductor at the corner stores either. We're going to find a song, and that's anything that computes is not a computer. I bet we can contact or email one of the corner stores to put that song on. I know how to send an email to the manager at the corner stores for the corner stores to put my music on their speaker. We just have to get there. Another way you could do it is just putting out music on YouTube. But I think the only way to do that is you have to do it without talking about the same thing. And what do we use to send an email? That's right, we use a machine. Humans used to be the original computers, but that's not irrelevant anymore. since we have mechanical computers. And I mean it. We're not computers if we compute anymore. Because it's not the 1940s. We still have that metaphor that nobody likes called the brain is like a computer. And especially I like that metaphor. I just don't want people to use like. I want people to use is and stop saying and stop using the metaphor, because they don't need to use the metaphor, because the brain is a computer. It's not like a computer, it is. That's why I'm saying leave the metaphor alone. You don't need that. The brain actually is a computer. So we don't need the metaphor.